second. Different camera angle, apparently, after seeing nose and lips yesterday. It's classic undead style for LabyRinth. The forehead just covered with more hair than it is for Happy. So, I'm not 100% sure if Labby plays this matchup these days. Spawning in the bottom left-hand side. Concealed Hill. Not an expansion map by any means, but as undead, you can sell the town portal, creep with ghoul skeletons, and with a ritual dagger, you might be able to do it at a certain time, but mostly expansion at the tier 2 status or on the way to tier 2. LawLiet puts his faith in the Demon Hunter. And why wouldn't he? So good in pretty much every matchup. But mana burn, more of the essence than immolation before. So will there be innovations? So far, so standard. It's kind of up to LabyRinth to determine the pace of this game. Either he moves to the right and expands, or he goes for early aggression. That's the two options currently. And wait, what? Double skull? Ah, okay, I was about to say, but he's going north, but no, just a creep spot. That's a slow early game for LabyRinth, and that's, I think, a sign for the rest of the series. If you expand on Concealed, you probably try to expand everywhere. That was what he wanted to do, or what he did on previous patches, and everybody followed his lead. Not only in the matchup versus Night Elf, but in almost all matchups except versus Orc. But wait, is he tower push? No. There's a narrow tower. He should... What is that? What? Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! Undead tower push versus LawLiet. That's not good. That's suicidal, if you ask me. But alright, second engine of war is probably gonna get, or could be cancelled. Acolyte is down, so the towers itself are pretty delayed. If LawLiet holds the second engine of war, this push is done. We've seen this a little bit more recently. Also, 120 did this, but now LawLiet, he feels so safe and so secure. Just cancels the Ancient of War, starts the tech, and now the towers are coming. Was this a little too greedy? LabyRinth sees an option, an opportunity here. 3 archers, lots of wisps still, a solid Demon Hunter. This push isn't dead yet. Maybe the wrong choice by LawLiet to cancel this Engine of War. But Immolation is there, Moonwells is there, and Immolation is obviously the best solution to mass. Ghouls is the best solution to mass anything. Except air, I guess. First Ziggurat down. Second one finishes though. Tech at 1/3. And if you use a lot of immolation, healing is expensive. And all of a sudden this is problematic again. Engine of War cancelled. No, there's the Hunter's Hall. And the Narrow Tower is coming up. LawLiet's production buildings are falling. He had this game in the palm of his hands. Unless he doesn't. Narrow Bub. Reinforcements should be coming in quickly. And this feels overwhelming. The tier 2's gotta save LawLiet. He has no production at all. I feel like if LawLiet keeps the second engine of war up, goes more archers, kills the ghouls, that's game. More Moonwells falling. Can the panda, can a panda save him? He doesn't have resources currently. And ghouls just kick one building after the next. Takes a little longer for us to witness this. But yeah. Ghouls and masses are strong. Demon Hunter not level 3. And if this one falls... Oh yeah, another Moonwell down. He can't go for a second hero. Trying to go with glaives now against the tower, but there's still a problem of ghouls. God damn it. Oh, okay. There was a tap out that we didn't see. Yeah, sorry about that, but I guess we're gonna stick with Fly then for the rest of the day. Not necessarily how I envisioned this day. But you win some, you lose some. Okay, kind of a throw by LawLiet. As I said, he had this game under control. Then the Engine of War, he fell too safe. Engine of War was cancelled. And then he wasn't safe anymore. And LabyRinth exploited this, went for the tower push, or continued with the tower push, and won it. And an undead tower push can... Oh, now this is lagging as well. Are you kidding me? Are we just doing it again? Are we just doing this again? Yeah, we are! Oh my god, LabyRinth! From expanding all the time to tower rushing back to back. Usually, LawLiet is the best tower rush defender that Night Elves have. Nobody is better at this than he is. Got a little cocky on map 1. Let's see how things look. He got level 3, which is a huge advantage already, but he's surrounded. Into the shadows, he saves himself, and that is of course a lot of time bought for the Ancients to grow. We stick on tier 1. Big mana potion was used, which is gigantic in terms of regen from Moonwells, but this is also Moonwells falling again. DPS for the Demon Hunter still fantastic. But second Engine of War is up. Another one is coming, and they help a lot in the defense. LawLiet making the right adjustments. Started the tech now when he's a little more safe, but Moonwells are still a problem, as he can't build any units. He has the Engines of War that should be helping, and I think he detonated all of the Blight. So no towers this time, only ghouls. Kind of funny, when Shokup was still reversed racist, and LawLiet was up against Happy, and he was playing Undead himself, all he played was ghouls. Tier 3 mass ghouls. And apparently that was enough. So is this the same? Tier 2 on the way for both of them. Demon Hunter in trouble. Uh-oh. There's a coil soonish. Gotta play this so carefully now. If LawLiet missteps a few more times, then he's dead. Huntress in now. This means that the age of ghouls should be over. Panda should be coming. Huntress provide AoE. Demon Hunter provides AoE. And LabyRinth apparently was using a lot of ghouls for this push, that he's so low on lumber that he has to build a second necropolis to save lumber cost. We have a game. Tower push defended. And now Labby, what's the plan? I don't think he has a second crypt. Otherwise he could go into Gargs. Yeah, one crypt Garg seems pretty weak still. Could be an opener against Hunts though, and then you go into tier 3 and transition. Yeah, I like a few Gargs just for the piercing damage, for control, for scouting. But the most effective seems to be double crypt Gargs. And as undead against Night Elf, you can still expand on tier 2. LawLiet has arrived on tier 2 as well. Naga second it is. Was that premature? Maybe. Going tier 3, tech advantage for the elf. And map control, of course. Yeah, with Hunts and Demon Hunter, you have map control. And this is now up for LawLiet to break this. I don't think the hero levels are there yet. Naga is okay, but if Labby builds mass Gargs with that Expo in the bag, Naga is pretty bad. We had the question yesterday during the Meisterschaft cast as if the Garg army is better or if the Hippo army is better. I'm very sure in the late game stages, when everything's coming together and if you have the perfect army, the undead army is always better. Gargs, Nova, Dreadlord with Vamp Aura, upgrades coming along nicely, plus the ability for undeads to go for heal scrolls in their base is superior to what the Night Elf has, especially without a Panda. Of course you have Roar as well. Oh, Coil Nova, careful! And ideally you have, oh my god, that Lich. Ideally you have Mana Burn. But yeah, I think this Garg army will be better always. So that is a little bit problematic when it comes to the late game. Detonate against more coils and against the skeletons. Naga safe, Demon Hunter must be saved as well as there's no Coil Nova. Yeah, with these heroes it's no question. With these heroes, it's no question that Gargs are better if there's no Panda, but I'm speaking perfect army. LabyRinth, the first push failed, but Expo is up. He's working on tier 3. I guess LawLiet is charging up for a bear bust. I'm not saying that should be a nerf or a buff. I'm just asking what's better. and if you should be going for it, because I think Undead late game with Mass Gargs for Night Elf is pretty much unbeatable. And that's why you have to go for a push faster. Ooh, Staff was used. Demon Hunter a little bit exposed. Has an Invo Potion though, and that should buy enough time for the Staff. But man, Labby, he is taking quite some kills here. Trying to force the Invo Potion as well. Engine of War is down. Was the Book of the Dead committed? It's not looking too good for LawLiet, I gotta say. But we continue brawling. Lich in trouble. We have no coil, mind you, but the big heal potion. You'd love to save them for the later stages, but if you're LabyRinth, you're buying time. If you fight here, you're not fighting for your expo. And the trade's looking fine for LabyRinth up until now. Coil. Oh, 11 HP! And now what? No damage towards this expo. Tier 3 has been reached, but no panda against this. And LabyRinth army is still looking fine. Statue region, shop available. These bears have to do the heavy lifting. It's 4 of them. Demon Hunter is healthy. What about the Naga? She's there, not level 3 though. And with tower support, with repair, with a bit of nuke, you force the town portal. 1 narrow fell, and that's about it. A little bit of repair costs, but more time for Labby to play the expo advantage. So is it time to dodge all the straight fights? Just try to outmaneuver it, trying to get two ways up. LabyRinth with a lot of pressure against the Naga, rightfully so. She is squishy and needs support. You want to staff her out to get more control on your heroes. But relentless pushing by LawLiet at the 50 food stage when there's no magic damage. Oh, there is magic damage now with Destroyers up. But only so little. No narrow tower. Does that open up this base? No town portal. Almost an all-in. Garg still there, but they only tickle. There's no great targets for the Gargs now. I'm sorry, guys. No great target for the Gargs now. The Destroyers find 2-3 bears. It feels like an overwhelming undead mass. Oh, LawLiet. It looked so good on map 1 against 1-0 yesterday. But here, this entire series has been dictated by LabyRinth's strategic choices. In the fight, they're pretty much on par, I'd say. But there's always a surprise somehow. Towers, expos, very, very hurt units, and the Naga's falling as well. This is not a happy LawLiet. Not at all. The coil is ready. Always the spells ready. And going for this Naga was definitely a liability. Imagine this game with a panda, whole different beast. Whole different tempo, of course, as well, but a better solution against undead expos as a whole. And then this expo is paying off. And LabyRinth can pretty much do whatever he wants. This, yeah, the second base by LawLiet never made it across because he was so busy fighting. Movement by LabyRinth all across the map. LawLiet is alive, but he's down 20 food. He's down a hero. He's not level 5. He doesn't have a great solution against the heavy air of undead. And he's facing a 0 to 2 series. If LabyRinth is not aggressive enough, if he's not scouting enough, this second base might work. But he needs multiple minutes. Problem at the moment seems like statues are not in position. Now they are. That's a lot of healing. But time for LawLiet. He needs like 5 minutes. Can he stall these 5 minutes? Ideally, you'd love to go for a Zeppelin drop or something, but don't go Zeppelin drops against Gargoyles, man. That's a problem. Demon Hunter close to 5, Naga close to 3. The heroes are getting better. Steph was ready. And it feels like army control by Labby is a little lackluster now. But without the Demon Hunter, without Panda, how do you fight? Trying to open up the ground battle by taking away these Gargs. This is level 5. Very, very helpful. With having level 3 mana burn, of course. But this is heavy losses. Calculated losses. As you want to buy time, you want to distract the undead away from your expansion. And then catch up. Destroyers are falling. This is a lot of experience, but if the Demon Hunter falls, that's definitely game! Staff at 40 again. But it's daytime. How much moon juice is there still? 230. That's really not that much. And now LabyRinth has information about what's going on at the bottom right. Sees the Naga, catches the Naga. She slithers away for now. Demon Hunter is ready with the staff, but that presents the first hero on the silver platter. Or this expansion on the silver platter. And LawLiet in dire straits. Since the Demon Hunter is so hurt, he can't burn as much as he wants to. Ooh, Entangled Goldmine not killed! But the Naga this time. Staff was ready, but not in position, I guess. And Gargs, man. Gargs continue to look strong in this matchup. GG. And that is 2-0 for this guy. Undead Foreheads dominating the meta. That was well done. A tower push on concealed. Botch tower push, but then into an expo. LabyRinth finds good solutions. He's not playing like any other undead. A lot of people get inspired from him. And rightfully so. Seemingly a great mind for the game. He always comes up with something new. If he's struggling, and he was struggling against the tier 3 talent play, don't allow the Night Elf to go for that talent play. And there was never was there an option for LawLiet to go for that. So 3 match points. LawLiet is very creative. And it comes down to the next map as well. What's it gonna be? We are once again trying with the clean feet next time or next game. And then if it lags, because it's working very, very fine now. But if it's lagging once again, we got Fly's stream ready. It is pretty ballsy to go for these tower pushes versus LawLiet, but LabyRinth always has a backup plan as well, If you see, I'm not in the greatest spot here with that push, go for tier 2 somehow. And everything was so bruised and hurt that LawLiet couldn't go for the immediate counter push. Expansion also way too late, was way too distracted for that. And that's not too many points, of course. If you fall here, it's only 20 points. To be top 8, you need a very, very deep finish at least once. For some, LawLiet was definitely a top 4 contender. But not here. Not today. Is he getting out undeaded? First by 1-2-0. Now by LabyRinth. Next map is Last Refuge. LawLiet has to defend 3 match points of Labby. It would be quite a statement if there's again another way for Undead to play this matchup. Multiple ways. Sharp tier 3 timings like Happy. A lot of creeping like 1-2-0. Or the LabyRinth way of life. What does LR change? It's definitely rushable. But you can create this choke on the left hand side. That might help LawLiet out. I think scouting early game must be priority. Especially since there's 3 ways basically to play this. Fast tech, DK Ghoul aggression, Expo, or again the tower push. Labby and 1-2-0. They show that undead tower pushes are doable. If LawLiet fails here, he's out of TP League April. He'll not get the match versus Moon. Last chance for LawLiet to stay alive in this game. In this tournament. Bottom left hand side. There he is. Back to the kitty name. And a pretty defensive setup already for the Moonwell. This is an anti-aggression Moonwell. Doesn't matter if it's DK Ghouls running into his base. Not much surface area for them. Also hard to reach for any towers. Can retreat into that. And also keeps the Wisp safe in that little pocket there. Okay, LabyRinth. 3 choices. Expo, tower push, or fast tech. Not moving away from the Demon Hunter, of course. It's too good. Ooh, Lich opener. Alright. Could have expected this. On LR, he oftentimes does it, also versus Orc sometimes. But Lich means you can't... Well, you can expand, I guess. But yeah, very unpredictable since it's a Labyrinth game. We see LawLiet creating that wall again. But the wall doesn't help against Nova. It's gonna be a mana war. Will be mana burn versus Dark Ritual. But we got the double skull. This should be an expansion. I think if you go for a tower push, you need to keep the echo safe. With coil, you need the movement speed, regen. And the Acolyte is dead, so already a delay. Whatever you want to go for, whether it's expansion or tower push, you need that Acolyte, need to rebuild it. That's some resource that you would like to spend on the dagger, on ghouls, on tech. Instant level 1 harass. No mana burn. It's time for a switch up. LabyRinth brought the fight to LawLiet's base twice in a row. And now that is the strategic choice. Also with that positioning. Makes it very hard to expand. LabyRinth is slowed down significantly already. But is that surround closed? He's fighting out with the help of Murlocs. A wisp was nearby. But yeah, fixes it now. A very hurt Demon Hunter. A slowed down LabyRinth. Not an ideal matchup for both of them. And it is a tech. This needs to be scouted. A wisp was crossing that main base. Not sure if he saw it, if he teched there already. But looks like it. Claw first. Ring second. Okay. We got a tele staff on LawLiet's side. Now he needs to hide some units, staff onto it. And creep the skeletons. Very good to have the staff to get out of surrounds as well. LabyRinth will have only ghouls for a long time. No Nova anymore. For the time being at least. LawLiet counter expansion, tier 2 running. Ooh, our observer got really excited already. Expo confirmed, tech confirmed. This must be a panda? You saw how fragile that Naga play was on Northern Isles. Was also a little bit of a late reaction, I'd say. But yeah, for the panda, you need time, you need levels. That should be possible here on LR. Lich level 3. Gets the Watch Awards, we'll see it coming. Lores are coming up, and for the first time, LabyRinth is moving across. Is he finding the Tree of Life? Not just yet. Defense is up though. Ancient of War, Mercenaries, Demon Hunter also close. And the panda is online. He knows his attack is coming. Ghouls will be fried. This is way better LawLiet than what we've seen before. But still it's LabyRinth mining. And the Lich can always steal XP. This can be countered with mana burn. Now level 3 panda. Trying to block, create some time and space. Well played. Well played around this Lich. As there's no projectile speed, Nova is instant. It's always tough to prevent these last hits, but with Mana Burn there is a way. And the Demon Hunter is stacking up quite a bit. Panda the correct choice against a player like Labby, who will probably not go into Gargs this time, now that he did see the Panda. He still could. I feel like with Fiends, LabyRinth is only at like 70% compared to his Ghoul and Garg play. Definitely not his strong suit. Not weak by any means, but not perfect. That's why he's trying to end the games quicker or transition to a state where Gargs are playable. But the more time you give the Panda, the better of an answer he is. Whether it's against buildings and therefore expansions, whether it's against ghouls, he will fry them all at a certain point. Labby seems to be satisfied with that 2-base situation, as tier 3 is unfolding for both. Nice little Nova, resulting in a Mana Burn for 6. That's unfortunate. But Mana Burn is ready in no time. No immolation on the ground against ghouls, but I think it's the right call. The Panda can clean this up. He's 2.8. Deliberately not creeping to level 3. Just trade. You can always get these ghouls, get the skeletons, and with that get level 3. Or, you know, see you got no connection to the enemy army and then fall back. Dryads, Bears, and this is where LawLiet wants to be in the game. Even economy, even heroes, even ahead in heroes. And then if you have the time, go into talents, go into crows, and play the game from there. Very good adjustments. The early Demon Hunter harass was a very good adjustment already. And this is the tail of this map. The Lich also, yeah, he's stacking up damage now, but he wasn't as successful. Can't play too many Nova. As the burns are good. And if the Panda, oh, he's level 3 already. Contesting a big camp here. Rock Golem can't be coiled, can't be Nova'd. Nothing can be called a Nova because there's no mana anymore. Scourge, Bone Chimes. Nice to see them for the Bears. And for the Demon Hunter alike. Yeah, it's almost the entire camp. Yeah, this is very dominant now. Even if LawLiet is 10 supply behind, the tech is in favor of him. He's even able to go for double wins. And that's a fast research of Adept. With that Vamp Aura, is he going Hippos? He could be going Hippos. But should you? Not sure. I think Talons hold great value also with Fairy Fire if you don't need them in the air. As Hippos, if there's no air, they're absolutely useless. As they can only attack air. First bigger fight. But nobody is really willing to commit. There's no destroyers yet. There's no crows yet. And yeah, we get the talents from 2 Ancients of Winds. This is fast production. Oh, Berserker sweets around. And Naga third. This is a timing. This might be the timing. The last fight without too many bears. The last fight without too many talents. And also not the greatest position, but oh, that coil misses. That's unfortunate. That was the last one. No mana potion in the DK, but he's turning it around. That Naga, oh boy. The Naga was deleted on Northern Isles, but that was on the side of LawLiet. Potion transferred, sweet. But man, he wants this Naga gone by any means necessary. And sometimes it's just a mana burn to take the kill. This push is already stopped in its tracks, bought so much time. Crow form is online in a handful of seconds. And I don't think this push is gonna be enough against 2 Breaths of Fire and Mana Burn and Crows soon. The LawLiet needs to repair. Deny. Ate that Fiend, but we have Crows online. And no Web online. Good luck fighting them. They will stream in masses. So you gotta take them out early. Little wonky and fumbly fight. Sending these Crows in one by one is not the great choice. They can be Coil Nova, they can be targeted by destroyers. Still the greater heal potion. So much sustain on the Demon Hunter. And yeah, 2 talents already at the same time make a world's difference. Ground is cleaned up. That's more freedom for the bears. Or mostly cleaned up. And Web still not in research. The 10 supply lead is a little misleading. As this should be quite a big advantage. But the Naga is back. Got Fork Lightning now. And I'm very surprised that this push is still alive. LawLiet is indeed struggling. The Panda has no mana anymore. Very low resources. Just a new round of production. So 1 Breath of Fire, that's all you got. And everything seemed to be working out for LawLiet up until this push. The Naga was killed, maybe an overcommitment towards that Naga. The single target damage is pretty outstanding. LabyRinth, can you just 3-0? Can you just 3-0? There's still a mana potion that can be flipped to the DK. Repair is absolutely necessary, and with that, you need to buy time for that repair. You need to engage, but with what? The Panda is supposed to be the carry against Fiends. It's not the biggest damage, as Fiends are way more tanky than Ghouls. Oh, this razor sharp undead timing. It might just work out. But LawLiet is fighting. Kicking and screaming against the defeat. If he loses this base here, his tournament life is over. And this is 6 supply about to fall. A Demon Hunter to rule them all, but reinforcements are coming in quick. Panda got redo. Oh, 1 more breath. Wants to get all the statues. That was fine. How long can you keep this push intact? There's a lot more gold income, obviously, for LawLiet, as he is not in upkeep. And another bear falling. LawLiet again in the ropes. Expo for LabyRinth is mining and mining and mining and mining. Double heal scroll now. A-bomb transition. Talents can work well against A-bombs as well with Fairy Fire and then focus them one by one. But of course not as great as they work against destroyers. And this is always a desperate time for Night Elves when they split the army. Never more than 2 crows, and that's not enough. He has Web now. That's 1 crow. That's 2. And I think LawLiet is getting 3-0'd here. What the hell? This has always been one of LabyRinth's best matchups. And he shows that he's able to do it with tower pushes, DK Expo, and also Lich Expo. Just a matter of time from this point on, is it? We're getting close to level 5 Panda. But again, the transition by Labby is on point with the A-bomb. DK is forced into the mana potion soon. Again, great denies, never allowing too much XP in these fights. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire hits a lot of targets. Invo Potion needs to be ready. Ooh, boy, and the Mana Burn kill is there. All of a sudden, LawLiet is alive. And all of a sudden, the defense is looking doable. No coil. The breath is, yeah, breathtaking, I guess. A complete wipe as the Naga falls as well. God damn. Probably the last chance that LawLiet had. GG. And he's still intact. He's still alive. 1 and 2. Eventually the Panda was able to take over, and eventually LabyRinth was, I don't know, losing focus there a little bit. What a tug of war. This fight lasted for minutes. But now, a little bit problematic maybe for LawLiet that both of his Lucis maps are already gone. Both of the upcoming maps are the selection of LabyRinth. And he selects Turtle Rock. I can only imagine what this madman is coming up with now. Interesting to see that he picks Turtle Rock as it's not part of the... Is it part of the ladder? Not even too sure. Kind of an old school map, a classic map. Certainly a good ghoul map. Not that easy to creep for a Night Elf. With archers at least. It's rushable. Expansions are very hard though. But the way the pros creep these days, not even head or tail of the turtle is impossible. Lots of question marks for me how this game will pan out. Still 2 maps to go for LawLiet. He'll not go down without a fight, that's clear now. Panda was the carry, and Panda will be the carry from here on out, I think. It doesn't really matter what LabyRinth is playing, Panda's always good. Without an expansion though. If you play ghouls, the turtles always do a little bit of damage back to you. What? Ah. Production hit the wrong button. There we go. Still 2 match points for the Korean undead. Long legacy of Korean undeads, of course. You got Lucy. Sweet, Ghost Up, Space, Rain. Especially in the early days of Warcraft, Korean undeads were hard to stop. Fov. And now LabyRinth. Last bit of hydration for LawLiet. And there we go. DK opening away with the Lich. That is a switch up for LawLiet. No switch ups in the early game. Demon Hunter and the regular creep routes. I'd be quite surprised to see a tower push here. It's cross map. It's a bigger one-on-one map. And you don't fool LawLiet. Like, the tower push worked on map 1, yeah. But was it really... It was, I guess, LawLiet's fault to allow that. Both know the starting positions now. Ooh, that was close. And a good start for LawLiet with more damage. DK instantly going for the double skull again. Are you kidding me? Red spot is quite far away from your main and kind of hard to hold, as it's on the same lane as LawLiet's base. Back of the turtle, very approachable, and you take so much damage during the creep. And the tail of the turtle, I mean, there's shockwave. He's just rushing across again. He's towering again. Oh my god, what a madman! What a madman! LawLiet is in position though. He got +8 damage, evasion first, so you can choose between immolation and mana burn for the time being. And LabyRinth, he's already hurt. He got a dagger, town portal sold, super expensive early game, gets level 2 as well. Doesn't even have a slot for this. But this seems very elaborated by Labby. Tech is running. He sees it now. And the instant focus on Acolyte. Still no decision if it's mana burn or not. Oh boy. LabyRinth about to tower his way into the lower bracket round 2. LawLiet, Ancient of War, of course, to the side. But this Demon Hunter is such a beast with the +8. It's the perfect weapon against the push like this. If the Moonwolves are in a better spot, and they absolutely are in a better spot, because there's less surface area. Detonate coming in. Another Ziggurat cancelled. Archers also saved from the ghoul. This is the way LawLiet usually holds a tower push. But he can't be surrounded. And LabyRinth sees this. The only way is a dead Demon Hunter. Portal away now, next to the Moonwells, trying to reinforce the army. Can't reach for the third Moonwell, which is filled to the brim. No town portal anymore, no staff. If the Demon Hunter is getting surrounded now, he's probably dead. But he makes his way to the Moonwell, fully healed again. And that's the momentum shift. Great archer positioning, super stressful micro battles now. Ghouls are chasing archers. Everything else is chasing the Demon Hunter. And you gotta take care of the towers as well. Really not easy to deal with. So good, this setup. To have the Wisps safe behind the Moonwells so they can repair without being attacked by ghouls. But one Ziggurat is up. Can he make the transition towards the narrow tower? It looks like it. Tech is almost done. And there is already, or there was something at the tavern. I'm not too sure if it still is. Hidden archers, they absolutely are. Resources ready. Supply is there. And the Demon Hunter holds the fort here. Oh, he built a Hunter Soul even. Didn't see that. And the Panda. Yeah. That's the proper play, I think. On paper, this is the perfect setup for a defense. Very conservative with the mana burns. But Labby, he found his way behind the Moonwells. He's starting to kick them again. 2 of them will be falling. That means no reinforcements for LawLiet. And the Ancient of War comes in now. Panda, Demon Hunter, they gotta carry. It's only APs. He's not rebuilding the Moonwells at the moment. Is Breath of Fire the solution? The proper solution. Ghouls are getting attacked by the tree. Big right clicks, just slow attack speed. Ooh, 1 AP might come up. Heavy losses on both sides, but more for LawLiet. 3 archers down. Soon to be 4 archers down. Is he seriously getting tower pushed out of existence in TP League? The AP might hold the fort, but currently... Oh, double kill! Currently no mining for LawLiet. His life was dependent on this AP for more stability. LabyRinth is tier 1. No second hero, no transition, nothing. And it's only narrow towers. They don't do much damage, they just control very, very well. Was it the right call? Still not rebuilding Moonwells. Where is the question? Ooh, and with that, healing is missing. Slowly but steady, the damage is ranking up. A kingdom for a shop, a kingdom for redo. Can't get it. And of course also no production. What a defensive setup. Oh, Archer moving forward, getting killed immediately. The normal damage is okay. And now Labby is attacking. Why not? The damage is done. LawLiet is kneecapped at what he has now. It's daytime and no Moonwell regeneration means only one breath of fire, but there's so much repair. The two heroes are the only asset LawLiet has left. He has defended all these tower pushes against him for years. And now he's falling to undead tower pushes. The Demon Hunter is getting kicked and the DK is alive. GG! 2 successful tower pushes for this guy. LabyRinth takes it home. 3-1. I guess it's getting meta now, everybody. It's more or less official. You can tower Night Elves. Oh, LawLiet eliminated. He was supposed to be the poster boy for Night Elf versus Undead. With his style, with the bears, with expansion, with the talents. And then they just start to tower him. That hurts. Colorful defeats Sock 3-1. LabyRinth defeats LawLiet 3-1. That's a quick day today. 8 maps in 2 hours and a bit. And the first 2 eliminations. Both Korean. Sock out, LawLiet out. 2 fan favorites eliminated here today, but this gives us the lower bracket round 2 tomorrow between Lin and Colorful and Moon and LabyRinth. 3 Koreans still alive, as well as 2 Chinese and a Russian that are in the winner bracket final. Night Elf Orc and Night Elf Undead. The matchups tomorrow for the lower bracket semi-final. Solid matchups, exactly. We kick things off with the Orc versus Night Elf, Lin versus Colorful, and then Moon versus Labby. This is of course great game tape for Moon. He has to expect these sneaky plays. LabyRinth is unlike any other undead we ever had. He paves the way for the undeads, and he is influencing the meta unlike any other. This was TP League for the day. This is not the last stream of the day, because we got Creep Check later. Florentine is starting into the league. I'm starting into the league. Plus, I also got a match at GNL as well. So lots of content later. We're gonna kick things off at 6 p.m. So a little bit of a break here, 2 hours 34. I'm gonna get some groceries, do some stuff here in my home, and then we'll be back later with more Warcraft. Not as high class, that's for sure, but hopefully yet entertaining. And then tomorrow at 1 p.m. we're back with the TP League. I'm shedding a tier or 2 for Sock and LawLiet, but today they were overwhelmed, I'd say. So thank you for tuning in. Spread the word. Thank you for the support. Xandorian for the 2-month resub. And we see each other later for Creep Check.